What's up, guys? This is Ash. I'm Abandoned Venue. In a couple seconds, we're about to interview my boys, Man on Earth. Here they are. Check them out. Hey, guys. What's up? This is Ash. I'm Abandoned Venue. I'm here with my boys, Man on Earth. Guys, say what's up.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's happening, Abandoned Venue?
My name's Dave.
Nathan. And 8 if you nasty.
So tell me like a little bit about what Urban Noise is. How'd you guys got it started? You know, what are you guys doing with it, and so on?
Well, the idea behind it was, it was pretty simple. I always thought of it as kind of stealing the Lollapalooza format. Perry Farrell started it because he wanted to put Jane's Addiction in front of more people. And it was kind of the same idea for our band. We wanted to start playing with, better caliber bands, and the idea of community always, represented something that we could work towards and that would be beneficial towards everyone.
Definitely. It's definitely about community, and I notice if you're out there doing it yourself, it's just everybody's working against each other, and it's so much better to work together. And when bands are working together and promoting together and just kind of like making a scene together, everybody becomes fans of everybody else, and it spreads everything that much further and further than you can. And it's hard nowadays because there's just so much competition for bands, and to go out there and be like, yeah, come see us play, and it's like, who cares, but if you can start to build a scene and you actually find really good bands, because with Urban Noise, it's like a high level of quality control that we've put on this, and we only want the best bands we can find and bands that are like right there. So this way, when people know that they're coming down to this show, they know that they're getting the best bands, and that they come to the show. It's a great show, and then they come back, and we have people coming back each time. So I think that works, and it also helps because then they become fans of the other bands. They come down, they get it, they like the whole thing, and that's it.
So now going back to the business end of it, putting a show like this is not easy. This is the Blender Theater. It's not some rinky-dink mom and pop shop run theater. This is a theater, that's run by, high-level management. Live Nation's involved. How'd you guys, touch base with these guys?
That's exactly why most people we brought the idea to said it wouldn't work, is because, how can you fill up a place, like this with people for independent music? But it does work, and as long as bands are working together, you can make it work. And, we came across the venue. We were very lucky with that, how we got the venue and how we got here. So that's it. I mean, for any band, it's all about finding other bands to work with and find a venue that'll work with you, and, it's all about relationships.
So now when you guys are writing songs and, get like your creative juices flowing and whatnot, what is the process of you guys writing? Like, for example, do you guys write the music first, or do you come up with a riff first, or do you come up with like a melody line first? Like, what is the process for you guys?
Really, it depends, right?
It's a little bit of each. It's based on the whole thing of ideas. We all come to the table with ideas, and it's kind of, we always throw everything out there, and we always work on everything, and then we develop it from there, because you build little upon little upon little, and and that runs the whole gamut of from a tiny little riff to sometimes someone will come to us with a whole song structure, and then we kind of lay on top of it. So it's a little bit of everything.
And from a lyrical standpoint, like, what are some like your muses? Something like kind of get you going when you want to write.
I think just life. I mean, that sounds cliche, but it really depends on your life, you know. And for me, it's about just overcoming doubt, overcoming everybody and everything else and everything about society that distracts you from really focusing and becoming the best that you can and doing whatever it is that you dream and whatever it is you imagine. I think those are like the strongest things. And then of course, there's the loss and there's the pain and there's, the time spent in all of that stuff that adds into it. And those are the stories that come across in the songs and in the songwriting.
Yeah. So now going back to booking shows and like on like a large level like this, if a band from Des Moines, Iowa wants to do something like this, what you guys are doing, how would they go about doing what you guys are doing?
Well, if they're like a band from Des Moines, Iowa, just like us, they're probably working regionally and they want to branch out and they want to do a little more. What they need to do is find a band who's on the same level as them. There are bands in New York who are touring all the way out to, the Midwest. Bands who are on the bill tonight are doing that. It's just, you do your research, you find out who's playing, and then, those other parties are going to be just as interested as you, because, you have a market too that, they want to break into. So it's really just about opening up those lines of communication and just saying, we are here to work together, and, we're, it's a good exchange of ideas.
Kind of like a band of brothers, kind of like that.
You'd like it to be. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You always have to, find bands that are on your level, and then always shoot a little bit higher too, and find bands that are, doing what you want to be doing, and reach out and say, hey, let's do this together, and why not? I mean, that's just how it works. That's it.
And on a management level, like, how do you guys go about organizing something like this? Like, how do you even find bands?
For this?
Yeah, for this.
All the bands that we've found through this have been, either we've seen them live or we've learned about them through other sources, like other bands that we play with. I mean, that's it. You play a lot of shows. You go out. That's the main thing. If you're in a band and you're not playing shows, you're not really in a band. You're just like, just doing a hobby. You have to be playing shows, and the more shows you play, the more you'll meet bands that are like-minded and really are going to do this, and you can find the ones that are going to do it, because anybody who's willing to work together and anybody who's willing to do it and is out there busting ass is who you want to find to pull into this kind of thing. That's the energy you need to push it all along.
So now, like, how much does promotion go into this? Like me and you, we're boys, we're friends and whatnot, But, and you call me up and say, hey, I'm doing a show and whatnot. But when you guys are promoting the show, how do you guys go about promoting it? Facebook, MySpace, texting, because you want to fill up a venue, 500 plus venue, like with about 400, 500 people, How do you guys go about promoting shows like this?
It's it runs, again, a lot of different levels. It's we're high tech, I guess, in a way. We're on the Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on MySpace, and then we take it back to street level. We stand outside college dorms, we're outside the clubs, we're at these shows promoting our shows, talking to people face to face. American Apparel, I've given tickets away from. Starbucks, you start talking to people, and you can tell, you can start spotting people and starting telling people who are in the crowd, who would be interested in it, and you just work it. It's still a very face-to-face level for us.
So I'm assuming exactly, face-to-face is probably what's worked for you guys, and that's what I'm trying to get at a little bit. I feel as if a lot of bands have become so disassociated with the whole face-to-face and have relied solely on technology, and feel as if technology is like their way of promotion.
It's very rare that anybody in the world, unless they are like of a very odd type of person, that they are going to come across a band online and go see them. And no matter how many freaking messages you send them and how many times you update your status, it's very rare. I mean, and we have some people that come up to us that were like, hey, I found you on Twitter, and then I listened to the music and I dug it, and that's cool, but you can't depend on that. Most of it's going to come from, at this point and at this level, for any band that's pretty much watching this, most of it's going to come from word of mouth. It's going to come from other bands promoting a show with you, and it's going to come from any little things that you can get that'll kind of like give you that exposure that you then can use, because nobody cares. I mean, everybody's got a band. Anybody can make music. People bust out their Mac, go into GarageBand, and put up a MySpace page and be like, yo, I got a band, and then their dad drives them to the show, and they pack it with their friends from school, and it's like, is that a band? Is that a band? Like, what is that? I don't know what that is, but that's what they do. So there's something different. There's like, you got to have heart in it, and with that, if you can reach out to people and touch people and meet people, and just, it's all about networking, meeting people, playing. That's it. And it's taken us a long time to get to the point where we could put together our own little festival like this. And it's hard, but you just keep doing it.
Exactly.
Keep building it.
So after this show, what's next for you guys?
Keep doing what we're doing. We're regionally touring. I know we're in Philadelphia next weekend. We were in Boston the weekend before. I know we're going back, and then
playing the New York City Marathon on the first.
Some real cool New York shows. Like, we did the marathon last year. That's always a lot of fun. It's just a blast. Then we're going back to Philadelphia. I know at the beginning of next month we're playing at the Hard Rock Cafe. So we're doing it. We're really shooting for the all ages shows. So we're branching out and trying to reach out to different venues that aren't essentially where all the other bands are playing, because you need to reach the whole spectrum of people that would be into your music.
And any new music?
Lots of new music.
Just writing constantly. It's
right
fun.
now.
It's exciting.
Right now, we're going into a renaissance of music with this band, and we've kind of set that December we want to have like 12 to 15 new songs demoed, recorded, and we've been just demoing like crazy, and there's gonna be a lot of new sounds from us.
Cool.
In the coming year. Lots.
Good stuff, man. Thanks for your time.
Dude, always.
Thank you.
Always. Hey, we are Man on Earth. My name's Nate.
This is Dave.
And you're checking us out on bandandvenue.com.